Come take the 7 steps with us to awaken the greatness inside of us.
I was very thankful that I had the privilege of having Richard Rive as a teacher with all his complexity.
He came into the classroom and told stories. He didn't teach a lesson, and through those stories you learnt an enormous amount, and you were entertained and you laughed both with him and at him.
There were times when you would put the Latin aside and say, gather round, I'm going to read to you now. I remember one book in particular, The Education of Hyman Kaplan, and he'd read in this Jewish accent, and it was hilarious.
Although awarded overseas scholarships and offered opportunities at prestigious foreign universities and institutions, Rive always returned to South Africa. He held a doctorate from Oxford University. And really he came into his own voice in the 50s with his short stories. It was really through these stories that he came to be known as a writer globally.
As a writer, I'm fascinated by how he paints word pictures. He's able to create the visual image.
Rive wrote Emergency, which was strongly autobiographical in places. And it was banned, and the apartheid regime very perceptively understood that these writers and their works were powerfully expressing what a kind of silent, voteless majority were dreaming and thinking and feeling. The next major publication was his memoir in 1981, Writing Black. He then published his most successful novel, Buckingham Palace, District 6, about forced removals from the district in 1986.
Many of the younger generation were not that aware of the worst aspects of the Group Areas Act. And I think studying Buckingham Palace District 6 made them realize the human impact.
And then just before he died, he was turning the novel Buckingham Palace District 6 into a play. The tragedy, of course, he was killed before opening night.
Richard Rive was murdered just days before the first local adaptation of his book, Buckingham Palace District 6, opened at the Baxter Theatre in 1989.
In 2013, Richard Rive was honoured by the Aziz Hassim Literary Awards, along with Ronnie Govender and Don Matera, for their contributions to the fight against apartheid through literature.
Welcome to Tweetclap, now known as Cape Town. Tweetclap is where clouds gather in first people sound. Let's walk around, step by step upon this ground, and celebrate the people that built us. Lady Cape Town, like Richard Rive, the famous District 6 writer who knew the pen was so much mightier. Adults in September, the teacher of note. A murder in Paris helped to get us the vote. The stolen land from the sand lies brought us some sand from the dust of the souls being awoken.
Bump.